Hello and welcome to Average Emphasis Beer Reviewing. We are your hosts, Ominator and Paintree. Now what do we have on the table today, Paintree?
A beer that, while it might have a good taste, has an intolerable attitude. Just look at the tagline. You probably don't know much about beer. Well, stop right there, mister. Well, I guess we can just try to ignore its attitude and look at it. I mean, 5 a.m. Saint from Brew Dog, too much attitude. Get to the beer.
Alright, let's try and pour it in then. So it's a 5% beer, so it's a little more than average. That was not much, but who knows, maybe that's a good thing. Alright.
At least there are no plastic balls that take out all the carbonation.
Yeah, maybe that's what it did, who knows. That would be a shame though. Oh well. I tasted one of these Brew Dog beers before. The Punk IPA Indian Pale Ale. That was actually pretty good. So, who knows, maybe this will be really good. And it's usually you get the most foam.
I like the way it smells. Very...
Oh, it has a...
Or, fuck, that might be...
That might be the cider. Yeah.
Scratch that. Whatever we smelt was a remnant from the non-alcoholic beverage we had in the glass beforehand. But the beery part
might actually be the beer. It does. Yeah. There is some notes there that are very different from pear cider. All right.
Yeah, there's some very malty,
but also very fruity notes there. Let's try it.
Very, very, very earthy.
Yeah. It's very, very, what do you say, rough.
Yeah. It's, and again, now we've started using the expression easy drinking. It is not easy drinking.
This is far, far from. This is one of the furthest beers from, that I've tasted at least, from easy drinking. It's very robust and rough tasting.
Yeah, it tastes like hops and malts and beer and beer. It's kind of chocolatey, but then again,
there is some chocolate there, that's for sure. But it comes with the very chocolatey bitterness as well. So it's not deliberately bitter, but it has that chocolate type of bitter to it.
It's kind of like eating 99% chocolate with a shovelful of dirt, in the good way.
Yeah, in a good way. It doesn't taste bad. I mean, personally, I must admit, I'm not that fond of it. I'd rather prefer something that's a little more easy drinkable, or something that's not as sandy, so to speak. Yeah. Earthy.
It tastes dirty, yeah. It's rough, it's very solid, and probably way too much for a lot of people's tastes.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very exotic type of beer. It's not something that most people are gonna enjoy. So be careful when you pick these. You want to try them once, and then you want to see if you like them or not. It's it's up to taste a lot, quite a lot.
Don't buy a 6-pack if you can even get these in 6-packs. I think you can. Also because they're fucking expensive.
Yeah, they're really expensive. They were on sale though, so they were like 12 kroner, I think, for one of those.
I was thinking of buying their Christmas ale, or their Christmas beer instead of that certain non-alcoholic beverage, but my thirst won over.
Fair enough. I mean, it's not like I don't have plenty of beer up on this shelf. You guys should see it now.
Mostly beer and assorted strange liquors that Ominator quote found unquote in different disturbing places.
Anyway, there's some type of fruit in here. I can't really put my finger on it, but let's just see. That's probably because I don't eat much fruit, but whatever. I'm just gonna see if I can find if it says.
And I'm completely sure I have. I know what it tastes like, what the major note of it is, but I just can't remember what the fuck it is.
Yeah, me neither. It's very, very clear that there's something in here. It's kind of like a fruit, but it's a very bitter type of fruit. I don't know. It doesn't say much here. There's a lot of big words, but nothing about fruit.
I got it. English licorice, the stuff you get in sticks. The the hard ones made from syrup.
Yes, that's it. something syrupy and something licorice, if you can say that.
But it's not what you'd normally expect from beer.
No, definitely not. It's far off. It's not something you'd usually expect in any type of beer, really. It's very, very exotic.
And, well, it's definitely hit or miss. And, well, thinking of the general population, it's probably hit, miss, or miss.
Yeah, it's very... What do you say? It's very extraordinary, you know. It's what do you call it? Exclusive.
Yeah.
It's very exclusive.
In the bad sense of snooty, actually. It's probably a bit too exclusive, a bit too out of the ordinary.
It's too exclusive to be. I mean, it's too exclusive to be a good sale for these guys, the Brew Dogs, right?
But they have their heads up their asses, so in a good way, in a good way.
Yeah, I mean, they're not like they're just the opposite of most other people who have their heads up their asses. They know they have their heads up their asses.
Miller and Budweiser have too much attitude too. These just have a different kind of attitude.
Yeah, I mean, they're way too overconfident with their stuff.
Or Miller and Budweiser are too is,
drink this! It will make you manly!
Yeah.
Drink this mass-produced cheap piss beer at your frat parties! Special offer, buy a 6-pack and you'll get a pony keg!
that kind of brain dead W frat party.
It caters to frat parties more than anything on earth, because frat boys, those are the people who drink Budweiser. That's simply just how it is.
And this caters to snooty hipsters in black long sleeve shirts sitting up in their apartments alone because their girlfriend just broke up with them, and then drinking beer after snooty beer to re-establish their confidence in themselves.
And listening to screamo music.
Not necessarily screamo, maybe some kind of Norwegian indie folk pop.
Oh no.
Burn. That's when it's especially bad.
Not that we're judging anyone, but
they're sitting and waxing their little twirly mustaches that they keep because they're so ironic.
They wish they had grown a mustache, so they put a fake one on.
That's
when they're alone in their apartment.
That's too close for comfort, man.
As in, you put
no. That's too close for comfort for the hipsters. You'll make them cry. Someone's probably watching out there who's a hipster, rides a fixed gear bicycle and listens to chiptune music.
We're not judging anyone. Nope.
We're open.
We're very
always open for new thoughts.
Anyway, all right. Verdict on this beer? It's hard to say because you can't just rate
it. It's a 55, but not in an average way.
No, exactly. It's like I mean, I can drink it. I think I'm gonna give it a lower score, but not because it's a bad beer, just because I don't really care for it, to be honest. But that's completely personal.
It's a 55 for me because I think I can enjoy a glass of it, a small glass of it. Even this is pushing it.
Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, now when you've drunk this much, it's kind of like, okay,
but no thanks.
To the limit, you know.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah. It's a thanks but no thanks beer.
Well made. It fulfills the purpose it has. It's well balanced. It doesn't have any skunky taste, and I can see how people who like it can like it. But thanks.
But it only caters to like 5% of the population in the world.
And even though we like to see ourselves as pretty classy and snooty and sophisticated, yes, I like the word snooty, now shut up about it, then we do not really like it.
No, I don't. I don't know about you, but I'm not too fond of it, really. I wouldn't buy this again, because, you know, I don't really care for it.
I'm giving it a 55 for the effort.
Yeah, I totally get your point. I think I'm gonna give it a 40, because it's like... No, a 45. A 45.
Yeah, it's like, you tried, I think you succeeded, but no thanks.
But what you tried was kind of like a bad idea to begin with. So...
It's kind of like, let's see... You coded the whole website and the server software in COBOL. Well done. But it was a pretty bad idea to begin with.
Yeah, you did good. You did very, very good
with the stuff you had.
Yeah.
But the stuff you had was bullshit.
Yeah. Alright, so that's this beer in a nutshell. 45 from me, 55 from Paint Tree. And thanks for watching this episode of Average Emphasis Beer Reviewing. I'm Onator and this is
Paint Tree.
And we're signing off. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.